an implementation plan to implement our dietitian management application system into our current system. Our implementation plan will include testing of the system to make sure that it functions properly. We have a training plan for the users and a documentation plan which includes program documentation, system documentation, operations documentation, and users documentation. We also have a data conversion plan, a system changeover plan, and an evaluation plan. For today's purposes, we will be focusing and describing in detail our training and system changeover plans.
There are 4 different approaches for changing over from an old system to a new one. These all have their disadvantages and advantages and are best suited to different types of environments. The first approach is called direct changeover. This would involve no longer using the old system and completely changing over to the new app that we've implemented. Although this approach is generally the least expensive, it would not work as some clients would not want to access the new system and would still want to use paper-based treatment plans. Another approach is the pilot operation. This involves implementing the new system, but for only a select part of the company. For example, it would be implemented at one location, and the other locations would continue to use the old system. Phased operation involves implementing the new system at different intervals throughout the organisation. This would involve us implementing the system at different locations until the old system is completely phased out and we move to the new system for all the locations. Overall, we chose the parallel system, which involves running both the systems at the same time.
As Amy has mentioned, for our case we have decided to choose the parallel method of system changeover. This involves having both systems up and running, and once the new system is running smoothly within the organisation, the old system can be terminated. At this present time, we are looking to keep our old paper-based system for patients who are not very tech-savvy or prefer the paper-based treatment plan. In the distant future, we may want to terminate the old system, but for now, we wish for them to coexist. Disadvantages of this method is that it may cost more money to run both systems at the same time, but since the old system is purely paper-based and the treatment plan is created in a similar way to the one that will be inputted into the new system, we don't believe this will be an issue. Because of these reasons, we believe this approach will be the best way to ensure high quality of care for all patients.
The most important aspects of any system implementation is the training component of all relevant people involved. Various training methods include training manuals, online tutorials, and video training. We feel interactive training best suits the needs of our system implementation. A key concept of interactive training is the principle of multilateral communication. That is, communication that is two-way and driven by the education levels of the trainee. Studies suggest adults learn most effective when working on their own problem solving, performing practical exercises, or while training others. Research also shows that adults remember 20% of what they hear, 40% of what they see and hear, and 80% of what they see, hear, and do.
For our system implementation training plan, we intend to utilise theories of adult education and interactive training. For the client, interactive training would be delivered by our dietitians within regular consultation hours and would provide a one-on-one practical description of all the aspects of the application. That doesn't make sense, man. You can't do that in like one.
No! It was so good!
For our system implementation training plan, we intend to utilise theories of adult education and interactive training. For the client, interactive training would be delivered by our dietitians within regular consultation hours. This would provide a one-on-one practical description of all aspects of the application that the dietitian feels necessary for adequate use of the app. For the dietitian, interactive vendor training will be supplied with all the dietitians, and supplementary material will be provided through online training and training manuals. We feel this is satisfactory levels of education required for successful continuous management of any application issues.
We have implemented our new dietitian management application. We have a post-implementation evaluation 6 months after to assess and evaluate the overall quality of the implementation system. This will provide feedback to the development and IT team to enable improvement for future projects.
Yeah!